Welcome to the Top Shelf, my Criterion review series. This is episode 81. My name is Ernest Whiteman III. I'm a Northern Ramapo filmmaker, artist, writer, and media educator. And today we're taking a look at the top shelf of my video collection, where I keep my Criterion editions. I will present a pre-selected edition for you, give you a short synopsis, a look at the extras and supplements, and a short review of the film and a reason why I purchased the disc. This is episode 81. I want to thank you all for hanging around this long. I hope you've been gleaning something from these things. I know there's more longer detailed Criterion videos out there, but mine is just, none of them ever really focus on giving you a list of what the supplements are. So I got that in my advantage, I think. And today's edition is a really cool one. It's a very new. I think I just got it like a little over a week prior to filming this. And it is the Infernal Affairs Trilogy. This is directed by Andrew Lau Wai-Keung, and Alan Mak. Short synopsis, it's the trilogy, so it contains all three Infernal Affairs films. The first one is about two undercovers who sort of infiltrate. One is a gangster, a triad member, infiltrating the cops, played by Andrew Lau. The other is a policeman infiltrating the triads, played by Tony Leung, the great Tony Leung, with Anthony Wong and Eric Sang, I believe that's his name, playing the mob boss and the police captain. If that sounds familiar, it is the storyline that Martin Scorsese's The Departed was based on. This is a much shorter film. It moves moves quickly at a really unique pace. It sets up everything in a title sequence, and then it just runs through all of the familiar beats of The Departed without the long-suffering antics of Matt Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio, and without the awfulness of Jack Nicholson. I'm sorry, but I never really thought Jack Nicholson was a great actor. He does all right in the movies that he's in. He can play the role, but I've never seen Jack Nicholson disappear in any of the movies or any of the movie roles he's been in. When he starts to, arch those eyebrows and he flashes that smile and he speaks the growly Jack Nicholson thing. Once you see it in every movie, you can't unsee it in every movie. So that's sort of what sets it apart from the Infernal Affairs film. I'm not going to go into which one is superior. They're both really good in their own ways. Martin Scorsese made a crime drama, while Andrew Liu Wai-Keung and Alan Mak made actually a police drama. So, and it's about various shades of gray that both films take on, and it's more about the Scorsese version was more about being a rat is bad, while the Chinese version is very different in the fact that it's about your duty to whatever it is you've devoted to yourself to, and so there's just these different points of view, perspectives of the same thing that sort of happens in these things. I've seen the second part, which is a prequel actually, and while it is not as good as the Infernal Affairs 2 stars two younger actors. Let me see if I can find their names on the back, because I can't remember them. We'll break out the glasses a little early today. Yeah, it doesn't determine who plays the younger versions. And the only faulty thing I see with the Infernal Affairs 2 is, in being a prequel, is that they cast two actors that look nothing like Andrew Lau or Tony Leung. It's just that there's two separate characters that you have to keep track of, and that's a common thing, I guess, in a lot of movie making in Hong Kong. But as of now, as of this recording, I have not seen part 3, which brings back Andy Lau and Tony Leung, which is surprising, but I look forward to seeing that as well. So let's take a look at the disc and the supplements. This is a Blu-ray edition. It was director approved by Andrew Lau, Wai-Keung, and Alan Mak. Infernal Affairs comes from 2002. It's 101 minutes, color with black and white segments, 5.1 sound in Cantonese with English subtitles. 2:35:1 aspect ratio, has the bars at the top and the bottom. Infernal Affairs 2 came out in 2003, which is a year later, 119 minutes, color, same, 5.1 in Cantonese with English subtitles, also 3:25:1. Infernal Affairs came out in 2003, which means it was all shot simultaneously, 118 minutes, color with black and white, 5.1 sound in Cantonese with English subtitles, also 3:25:1. And here the director approved 3 Blu-ray edition special features. So get ready. It's a 4K digital restoration, which is always good, makes the picture a little bit crisper, with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtracks, audio commentaries for Infernal Affairs 2, featuring co-directors Andrew Lau, Wai-Keung, and Alan Mak, and screenwriter Felix Chong, Wai-Keung. Alternate ending for Infernal Affairs, new interviews with Lau and Mak, archival interviews with Lau, Mak, Chong, and actors Andy Lau, Takwa, and Tony Leung Chu Wai, Anthony Leung Chu Song, Kelly Cheng Wai Ling, Edison Ching Kun Hai, Eric Zing Chai Wai, and Chapman Do Ma An Chak. I probably butchered all those names. Making of programs for all 3, behind the scenes footage for all 3, deleted scenes and outtakes for all 3, trailers, new English subtitle translations, plus an essay by film critic Justin Chang. Again, I very much prefer Infernal Affairs to The Departed, although I do like The Departed for its own, for the thing it was trying to be. Plus, you just can't go wrong with a Martin Scorsese directed adaptation. But this moves along. It's very tense, crisp pacing, very well acted, especially by the top 4 actors, which were all award winners. That's on the top shelf today. The reason why I bought this is because I saw this film a long time ago. It was getting great reviews. And I saw it long before I heard about The Departed. But it always struck me because it was very tense. And for some reason, I remember it being longer, just because of all the dread and tense that was in it when I first viewed it. And then when Scorsese's Departed came out, it was like 2.5 hours long. So that attached to my head too, like thinking, wow, those were 2 really long movies. And then I went and saw it recently at the Music Box Theater, and it was a very crisp, 110 minutes, 101 minutes, so it's an hour and 40, moved along, hit the same beats, was still tense, still had great acting, as does The Departed. Around that time it was being re-released because of the new 4K restoration. I saw that the Criterion collection was putting it into their rotation. Not only of the original, which is actually hard to get on DVD, but also the 2 sequels, which are not hard to get on DVD. But they all got 4K restorations, which is cool. And that cover is a beauty. Kudos to, also, I never do this, kudos to the artists that do build these. Some are hit and miss, but some are spot on, like this one is. And so maybe I'll do like a video on my favorite Criterion covers and give shout outs to the artists. I think that'll be a good episode, actually, now that I think about it. I just thought of that. And I'm sure there's other videos out there, but we'll go through each of them and I'll talk about what I like about it. But I've talked your ear off long enough. As I've said before, as I get new additions, I'm done building my top 10 favorite films in Blu-ray. So I'm concentrating on getting some other Blu-rays. I might double dip in The Mood for Love. I'm definitely going to get Malcolm X at some point. And there's a bunch of other things. I want to double dip Medium Cool. That's one of my favorite movies of making movies. So there's still a lot to come. I mean, I don't foresee ending this series anytime soon, and I want to thank all of you guys, all subscribers, and all people who view this for just simply watching this. It means a lot to me that you're looking at this. So, and the Infernal Affairs trilogy is on the top shelf today. Spine number 1159. So, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.